Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Chalk Talk here in the DK Pittsburgh Sports Steelers YouTube channel. Chris Halicke here. We're back talking Zach Frazier, about to go into his second year as the center of the Pittsburgh Steelers after being drafted in the second round of the 2024 draft out of West Virginia. Very, very promising rookie year for Frazier. Really just got better as the season went along. Had to deal with an injury in the middle of the season, an ankle injury. Came back from it, maintained solid play. Probably needs to clean up some things, primarily in run blocking. Was really, really good in pass protection. But today I do want to look at run blocking, and I do happen to have a lot of really good clips from Zach Frazier because, the Steelers had a total of 64 runs last year that went for at least 10-plus yards. And I went through a good amount of them. And Frazier was a big reason why these runs happened. Now, it doesn't mean that there aren't things he has to clean up, but here are some of the things that he did really well. And we're talking multiple concepts. You're going to see strength. You're going to see athleticism. It's just good stuff from Frazier. So here in this first play, Steelers are running, wide zone here, outside zone. And Frazier, again, if you're covered up like this, you're most likely just going to be getting the guy in front of you. So when you're covered up like that, you're mainly just going to be going to get that guy. And it's not necessarily going to have to be getting around and getting a reach block. It could just be, again, making sure that you're really shoving him, because if you're trying to wall this off right there for a possible cutback lane, that's what you want to do. It depends on how each particular concept is coached up. And you can see here, Frazier, again, the good off is good. The get off is good. Did I say that right? I don't know. Anyway, but the one thing that I wanted to see from Frazier here is look at this. I mean, it's one arm just completely out leveraging, and this is like a guy who's lined up over the center nose tackle, and he is walling him off with one arm while running with him. I mean, that is athleticism, that's strength. Like, this just shows up immediately. And then, what this does, again, if this is walled off here, is if Harris decides there's nothing here, he can always cut back. And Frazier definitely helps make that happen by blocking him off, because now you're going to see this hole open up. And then, you continue to go through, and, there it is. There's the hole. Najee finds it, gets through it, and there's a chunk run. But Frazier, man alive, like, this was literally the first of these 10-plus yard runs on the season by a running back. This was the first one that was on the entire list, and wow. I'm like, okay, that one's going to make the list. That's athleticism, that's strength. A lot of good stuff from Zach Frazier. All right, so here's the second one next week against the Broncos. And the one thing that Frazier does really well, especially when he's playing really well, is he just gets his hands on as many people as possible. That could be, okay, let's make sure this is good to go. Then we can work our way to the second level, get this guy. And, that's a typical, thing. The Steelers are running what appears to be, probably most likely inside zone. No, actually might be duo. Yeah, probably duo based off of Warren's first step there, which means he has to read this linebacker, but he also has to see what's going on over here too. And so if this is cut off, either way, we're talking what Frazier does here, making sure that's sealed off. Okay, get the hand there. Spencer Anderson gets that locked up. Okay, now I can move up to the second level. Frazier gets up there, gets his hands on him. And again, watch the strength with the one arm, because then he, one arm's that. Keep the linebacker on, and then when Daniel starts to kind of lose that a little bit, I'll just get my hands on him too. Now, the run's going away from him, but still, like, when you talk about your offensive linemen being able to get their hands on as many guys as possible with success, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see as many of these type of blocks. Let's make sure he's taken care of. All right, he's taken care of. Let me get up to the second level, make sure he's wrapped up. That's good. Now we can use our brute strength and we can get over here. Oh, can I get my hands on him too? All right, there you go. So Frazier made sure 3 different guys were taken care of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 guys in the box. Not saying he blocked all 3, but he made sure that 3 different guys. That's phenomenal stuff up front. Phenomenal stuff. Make sure he's good. Get to him. And let me just go ahead and get that guy too. And Warren's already gone. Big chunk run. Good stuff from Frazier, man. Good stuff. 5-man front again for the Broncos on this one. And Frazier, again, man, like when we talk about strength, and this is a really good indication of Frazier's strength, leverage, wide base. And this is where his wrestling background comes into play. He was a phenomenal wrestler, and we're talking like a 4-time state champion, I want to say. I mean, it's not like 93 stands up. I mean, that pad level's pretty good, but Frazier still stays underneath him. And then once he gets to this right there, you're not moving him. Like he doesn't allow it to move. And Frazier knows, like, he's not necessarily trying to shove him out of the way. All he's trying to do is make sure that this is sealed off. Because, they're running this counter over here. By the way, really quick. This isn't a Broderick Jones video, but Nikes, man. That's when Broderick Jones is feeling good. Wham! And then gets to the linebacker too. That's a phenomenal rep from Broderick Jones. But, they're running this counter here back to this side. So what Frazier's really trying to make sure of is that this is just walled off right here. And, I mean, he's not moving. He is not moving at all. Strength, leverage, Frazier's phenomenal at this stuff. It's also another reason why he is a good pass protector, because whenever he's like in a back pedal position, once he gets engaged, he really understands how to maintain leverage and how to use his legs and his base to help maintain leverage. Does a phenomenal job doing that. So just phenomenal job from Frazier. All right, let's get ahead. This is a good run. This one right here really shows Frazier's athleticism for sure. I mean, phenomenal athleticism here. The Steelers are running a counter. They're running power here. They're pulling both Seumalo and Frazier to this side. They're both blocking. Seumalo picks up the edge off the end, and then Frazier's able to get all the way around here and get to 58, who comes over here. But I mean, I'll play like full motion here for just a second. I mean, that doesn't look lightning fast. It's a lot faster than you think it is. To get from this position over here to get around, get your eyes up, and seal that off. And this was Najee's bread and butter. He was a very, very good power runner. Like running behind the power concept, not talking about logo. He's a power back. Not talking about like power, like strength and size. Talking about the actual concept of power. And that's exactly what this is. And just Frazier getting there and just, again, athleticism, strength, sealing that off. This was 1st and 15, and Frazier gets out there and blocks, and this is an 11-yard run. Like, that's a great way to turn 1st and 15 into 2nd and 4. If you can do that consistently on the ground, where you turn an unfavorable down into 2nd and manageable, 2nd and 4, even 2nd and 7, something along those lines. All right, now Arthur Smith has a lot more to do with, a lot more to choose from on his call sheet. And Frazier, man, like, these are just 4 reps, but some phenomenal stuff here, and you're seeing the strength, the athleticism, the way he maintains leverage. Man, there were a lot of these reps and there were even a couple of times where him and Mason McCormick were a wrecking ball together on the inside. Need to see it more consistently. They were both rookies, though. A whole lot more room to grow in year 2. So, really good stuff here from Frazier. Again, this is just a snapshot. We can probably dive more into the Zach Frazier pool throughout the summer before training camp starts, but definitely wanted to get you a good look at some of the things he does do really well and why, when the Steelers did break off big runs last year, Frazier was a big part of it. So, and the thing is, this is the weaker part of his game. He's actually a better pass protector than he is a run blocker. This is good news, Steelers fans. This is good news. Anyway, catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you later.